I have taken it upon myself this year to study pleasure. Sounds great, right? Well, did you know that the majority of us in today's culture are very pleasure resistant? We don't want to be seen as hedonists who pursue the art of feeling good. Well, people, I am here to tell you there is so much to be discovered about this art of feeling good. In Stella Resnick's The Pleasure Zone, she talks about the way we have low pleasure tolerance, the way we resist feeling good in our own lives and in our own bodies. She says it can show up mentally by running the worst case scenario in our head, thinking that the other shoe is always going to drop, and by talking to ourselves with a harsh inner critical voice. We can avoid pleasure emotionally by closing ourselves off from love, whether that's to ourselves or to another human being. As perfectionists, we always want to see the worst in people and in situations. We can close ourselves to pleasure physically by feeling tense and resistance in our body and spending way too much time in our head spinning around instead of feeling good in moments of sexual or sensual pleasure. And we can resist pleasure spiritually by not being open to moments of reverence and awe, counting our blessings, or being able to enjoy that quiet, mindful space. So what do we do about it? Well, it's been a bit of a quest of mine this year to research pleasure for your own good, for my own good. And I wanted to share with you two of the most useful and easy to access tools that I have under my pleasure belt now. And no, we're not talking about the bedroom, though any of these skills could be pulled in to increase sensation, feeling, pleasure, desire, sexual response in the bedroom. But I digress. Let's start with breath work. We all know when you meditate, you should be breathing in and out of your nose, concentrating on your breath, grounding down to this very center, basic mode of survival, breathing. And breathwork is useful anytime you need to pull yourself out of your head and into your body. The place I go, the one I find the easiest to do, is a circular breath. It's a 4-part breath. You breathe in, you pause, you breathe out, you pause. That's it, no fancy bells or whistles, a simple circular breath. So let me show you how that might work. As long as you can go, do it, but we'll just go with a simple count of 5. Ready? Let's breathe in for 5. Pause. Exhale. Pause. And you would continue. It's not complicated, but it does take that busy brain of ours and bring it in to our very center. Through the counting, through the repetition, you have a place to concentrate, you have a place to land. And through the breath, both a big inhale, you can do this through your mouth or nose, and then the exhale, which I really enjoy doing out through my mouth in this exercise. You are opening up those energetic channels within your body and you are calming your mind. What does this have to do with pleasure? Well, pleasure is the somatic experience of happiness or joy. It's your bodily feeling of happiness. Pleasure feels good in your body, but if you don't know how to get into your body, it's very hard to enjoy. So breath work, center into your body every day, whenever you think of it. Getting in the car, brushing your teeth, meditating, journaling. Take a moment to do 10 or 20 circular breaths. And the second tool that I really love for this beginner's work in pleasure is just what I call a 5 senses spin. Right? If we are tapping into our body, we are tapping into our senses. We are tapping into what we are smelling and tasting and seeing and hearing and feeling. That is the base level of exploring sensuality. Right? Senses in your body. So you could do this as a journal prompt at night. You could do it during the day. You could do it as a mini meditation. You are simply asking yourself, what do I in this moment taste? Toothpaste. What do I in this moment smell? A lavender ball perfume that I was trying to get rolling earlier, and I am smelling my lip gloss. What do I in this moment see? Well, I'm looking out at my backyard and I'm looking at my iPhone recording this. I can see behind me my kitchen reflected in the phone. You go from one side of your peripheral vision all the way to the other. I see my favorite arch lamp over here, and I can just barely see my stack of cookbooks. The quality of light, it's sunny. I'm seeing sun and dark. What do you hear? The mail truck? A rustle of trees in the wind? My own breath? And then what do you feel? Not what do you feel like emotionally, but what do you feel as a physical sensation in your body? I feel a little bit of a tingle here in my chest and my shoulders, probably due to recording. I feel a bit of tension in my pelvic floor. We like to clench our lady parts, so relax there. I feel excitement that I am caught myself. That's an emotion. That's not a physical feeling. If I wanted to tell you about the excitement, I would say I feel some churning in my stomach, a bit of nerves, a bit of popping, sparkling feeling in my gut. That's what excitement physically feels like. So right, again, this pleasure tool is a reminder to get out of your head, to get into your body. If you would do it at the end of the day, you might recall, what was my favorite scent? What was my favorite taste? What was my favorite sound? What was my favorite physical sight? And what was my favorite feeling in my body? So start with those. Start building up this tolerance to pleasure. Again, it seems odd, but it's not celebrated in our culture. We don't naturally go around saying, I'm going to look for more opportunities to feel good. And why not? Right? Why not? Here's the question I'd love to leave you with. How good can you take it? Start building up this tolerance for pleasure and see where it goes. See the good in life and in people. Feel the good in your body. Let yourself love and be loved. And connect with something greater in those moments of awe, reverence, and quiet. So I ask of you to stop resisting pleasure. Start incorporating these very simple somatic tools into your world to, again, let me say for the 1000th time, get out of your brain and into your body. This is where pleasure is experienced. If you like this video, thanks for giving us a like, a subscribe on YouTube, or a share on Facebook. The more women we gather into the Stratejoy tribe, the more joy we can generate and the more positive difference we can make in the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month with another strategy for joy.